According to YouTube, I do not have enough subscribers to sustain myself. So please like and subscribe. And if you want a coaching session, click the top link in the bio. Otherwise, sit back and take some notes and enjoy the video. What goals do you have with Valorant? Where do you want to be? Where do you want to go?
Mainly, I want to get to a point where it's obviously I want to get Radiant, but I want to actually take this game like seriously when it comes to content creation. My skill mainly because I know I'm not the like funniest or wittiest. I'm usually better at games than the average person from my experience. So I want to do it more in that area.
You're good enough already. I'm not too concerned, and the reason why I'm like, you're not good as pros, obviously, but the difference is that in order to play against those pros and get clips, all you have to do is Q snipe them, then close your stream because we're not stream snipe losers. You Q snipe them, you get into their game once you get to like 300 RR, because once you're 300 RR plus, you can pretty much consistently get in their games, assuming you Q snipe. So a lot of content creators will Q snipe pro players just to get into their games. That's a secret of content creation, I'll tell you right now. They won't like stream snipe, but they will Q snipe. Here's the thing though, right? How you farm clips is essentially you have to overextend. So I might just ignore that portion. If I see you overextending, I'll tell you like, hey, that's probably not the smart play. But like the true way to farm clips is by taking duels. That's just, you have to do it. So first things first here, this is a basic concept of fracture. They take space from you, you take space from them. This is a thing on every map. You can see it on Haven. Maybe not so much Bind, but you know, maps like Haven, Icebox, Breeze, Fracture. Because the maps are so big, you have to come up with, oh, they take this, like they're creating a lot of pressure. Not only that, but you jiggled B main, so you know nobody is in this area, right? So you know nobody's here. Literally all you have to do at this point is just walk down. You walk down because what it allows your team to do after they've made contact main. If they haven't made contact main, then you just chill here. But after they've made contact main, and there's a lot of people that have made contact main, I'm pretty sure they said like 2 or 3 or something.
Sunday main.
Hey, I hear him,
Yeah, I hear him A. Most people usually don't say, you know, I hear him A when there's just one person, but then again, it's ranked, so it's like you never know. But at this point, this is just a very basic concept. Okay, they take space from us, let's go take space from them. And especially as Neon, you can fast flank, and you have a wall. Don't forget your wall's a projectile too, so you can actually cut off your wall super early, so that way it's like really easy to dodge the trip without like making your wall go into Narnia. Nice shots.
26 on chamber.
Fall back. Good shots. Nice shots. That was bold. I respected that.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Think about this position as a defender. They know where one person is. This means you have to find the other person before you fucking go balls to the wall. Once you figure out where the other person is, then you can do whatever you want. Now, here's the thing. Your stun was actually really good. I liked it. And the slide over is like risky because if this chamber player is a better player, he just kills you. So what you do is you throw this stun, you like run out, but while you run out, instead of looking at this person, because this guy can't fight you for another 5 seconds, all you do is you run out and you just like look for where this chamber is, right? You see if he's here, because odds are they're playing some sort of peek off me, right? So if you look out dish and he's not dish, and you know one's probably here, one's probably here. So you probably know the location of the last two, especially since when the stun came in, he didn't peek under or he didn't peek here. So you always assume the chamber's a good player. We end up losing this round because we just rushed ourselves. I guarantee you could have won this round. 100 HP, a stun left. It's just basically essentially a 1v2 at this point. I like insta rotate off contact. Check pushes this. Check goes under. She's clearing everything. Typically when you're sentinels, so this is another thing of like understanding the map, you want to be triple stacked towards another area and allow one other person to play here. Because think about how much, not only information, but how much stall power that somebody like a Killjoy has. It's pretty hard to just execute on a Killjoy unless a KO knife hits them. Not only is this Killjoy going to get information with a turret towards arcade, so she really only needs one other person like kind of spawning with her, maybe peeking off turret, but if they try to come through the main, they're going to get fucked. That's just kind of how Killjoy works. So at this point, what is our purpose of us having 3 on this side of the map? You're playing strong side with all your strong utility, and that doesn't really make sense. And then also think about A main. Think about how good Neon is at fighting A main. She's very good at it. You have recombo or whatever these fucking things are called, and these stuns essentially allow you to just take this space, right? Because like nobody can run into this stun without just dying. It's just not possible. That's another thing. Understanding what the value of our kit is and like where we can kind of play around different situations. Here, I don't like this. Why are we starting tower as Neon? We have Sky here and we have Brim here. What do you think we should do in this situation?
Probably taking aggressive control of A main.
Aggressive control of A main. So the way we could do this is have Sky start here or Sky start here. Doesn't really matter. And then me and Brim can start here. We run up. We jiggle throw our recon bolt or our stun, whatever we fucking want to call that shit. And then our Brim will typically smoke right here. And then worst comes to worst, we just walk up into this position. Our Brim plays here. If they make contact, our Sky can dog through to first stall. Our Brim can molly for stall. We can throw another stun off this wall and just stun them off the angle and then take the fight. That's the beauty of Neon. Neon's strength is that she can fight for space aggressively. Does that make sense?
One main, one more drop, one main.
Teammates kill everyone. Now, in this situation, what do we do? 4v1. I've noticed you do this a lot when you have numbers advantage. What should you do in this situation?
Play with my teammates, crossfire.
You literally just pick a teammate and suck their dick. It's not as dumb as that sound. It's that easy, right? Just play stacked on a teammate and play 2v1s. A lot of times, even if you don't realize it, you just go play by yourself. You feel like you need every single piece of the map and information on the whole map at like all times. You're somebody that like, even when up situation, you want to have perfect map control, and that's not needed. All good. 2v1, you need to be communicating here with your Jet. This is something I tell people all the time. Just tell your team, chill the fuck out. It is 3v3. We have plenty of time. We just ulted. We don't need to overreact. Our Killjoy didn't get stunned. She has our cross. We tuck, good. Just the lack of communication means our Jet's not ready to swing off of us, not ready to drop. Especially if a stun, our Jet can basically safely drop while we hold the right side. We don't even need to run up and slide. We can just like walk up with our fucking whatever. Yep. Okay, it's good. We bought time for our teammates to come out. They haven't come out yet. Our Sky is fucking balling. Here's a little secret I'm gonna tell you. Don't make a fucking stupid play because your teammate made a super dumb play. So many people get into this trap of I need to support my teammate making their stupid play. If they're going for their play, it's because they think they have a timing. And technically, this guy does have some form of timing, right? He flashes out. The flash hits nothing, so she knows nothing's watching his angle. So this means she is free to walk out to here, and she cannot get shot from arcade. But you following that same pattern, you do not have that timing. How do you think you could have played this instead?
Possibly waited for the smokes to dissipate first so I can actually clear angles.
Yeah, wait for the smokes to dissipate. That's one way you could have done it. What else could you have done? What if we wanted to make this aggressive play with Sky? What could we have done? So if we wanted to, we could have cut wall like this and then taken the fight on the one guy. This is an alternative. Now this, if you would have done this, it would have been a godly reaction, by the way. Think about how fast you would have had to realize that there's only one person main and that Jet and Chamber are tower. Because Chamber was already spotted. Jet gets spotted tower, right here. So now we know where both of them are. We know where all three of them are, actually. And the bomb carrier almost always goes main. So now that we know this, if we would have put up our wall and our Sky would have flashed through, if you would have had this reaction, by the way, that would have been like a pro level reaction. At this point, if you have your ult, you should just go full armor and rip your ult. I think a lot of times you kind of hold on to your ult for a very long time. You have to remember that Neon ult is super fucking good, bro. That shit's a laser beam. Don't be too scared about it. You should just combo it with stuns, and then you should just like run in. Once again, not fighting for map control. You're gonna see a common trend here. At this point, we kind of know what our weak point is, and I knew this was gonna be our issue on defense. I don't know what it is with Neon players. For some reason, they get like scared to fight for map control because they like don't want to quote unquote run it down. You're not running it down. You're just fighting for space. There's a difference. Also, I just noticed you have tracker.gg installed. I have a very strong opinion about this, that this literally does not help you in any way, shape, or form, and it doesn't do anything for you other than hurt your mental, because I look at this and I see, oh shit, I haven't gotten a kill in 4 rounds.
2B main.
3v, whatever. You need to calm this way. No, but like,
I was a little late.
Listen how long.
Took stars back on it.
Audio right here. This is where you're calling. Coming to be main. Coming to be main. The second this audio is heard, you need to say it. Let them know that they are rotating B main. I'm paying attention to the other elements of your game. Your comms need a lot of work.
Yeah, they do.
So communication, map control, right, and how we fight for it is going to be super important.
Hey, my armor! You broke my armor.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's actually one question I do have. Like, if I end a round with like 40, 45 armor, is it worth spending the 1,000 to like refill it?
No, there's a basic rule of thumb. If you have above 25 armor and they aren't a full buy, don't even worry about upgrading it.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking.
If you are full buying, then you just buy the full armor. Because it's whatever. You slide up. If you really want to take this space like this, stun. There's a stun lineup that you can find that will hit both sides of both peaks. It goes like this.
Yeah, I can probably see it, yeah.
I think maybe you're falling into the trap that a lot of lower elo players do, where it's like, I want to make sure that I'm getting value out of my utility, when in reality, it doesn't fucking matter. Because if you use this utility to then take this space, and you get this space, you got value out of the utility. Does that make sense?
One peeking at me. Sky flash.
Oh yeah, this guy didn't stun you. Yeah, okay, good call not to stun there. Hold the reaction. You need to be calming to your Killjoy. I think I heard one flank. This is also one of these things. Yeah. Now your Killjoy scaling up the map alone, and it's bad. Like, oh, I think I heard one flank. I'm clearing flank real quick. Now your guys' push is like super delayed because your team wasn't aware of what you were doing. So comms are important. Think about this. What is your job in this situation?
Just hold tower.
Just hold tower, right?
He's scaling up from there.
Scaling. So it's like you only have one job. You're paranoid and not trusting your teammates. If you do that, you're just gonna lose more rounds than you think. And this is like the second time this game where you didn't trust a teammate, and then you get owned for it. What's the point of running up here?
This may be just like kind of how I'm thinking. I'm trying to bait out a peek from right side to where he's gonna be peeking KJ, and then
That's
it's
your
like
goal.
worst case scenario, he kills him, and then I immediately kill him back.
Okay, so your objective is I'm gonna watch left, bait out peek from right side while my teammate holds right. Do you communicate that with your teammates?
I actually don't.
Okay,
I think I have. It's just I don't consistently do that.
Yeah, you just need to consistently. Yeah. So
That's much ready.
if your teammate's scaling up, you need to say I have tower. The second he goes wide,
Yeah.
I have tower. You watch this. Or if he's watching tower, then you can watch this angle. It's completely up to you what you guys want to do. So the way this works, he walks out, he holds tower. You sit here. You watch this. So you like this. The second he gets to this corner and he wants to peek, then he's watching tower or he's watching this angle and you're watching tower. But at the same time, you should be the one scaling first, not the killjoy.
Both here.
Both here, not the best comm. Both coming B main, better comm. You want to stay tucked? That's fine. You need to be telling your brimstone to take contact though if you want to stay tucked like this. Good play.
Hey.
Kills. Run up close. You have no teammate here. You can't do this if you have no teammate here. I'm gonna let you know that right now. Now your teammate's here. Now you can do it. It's one of those things. Okay, now how do we play post? We need to stop doing this. We need to we just need to do something. We can't just be hopping around like a fucking buddy. We essentially throw this round. If we would have just stayed tucked under, throw like stuns to stall them on their reaggress, you'll notice if you stay under, they're reaggressing very early. So if you would have just thrown stuns, you would have just won.
Oh, bro, that's my bad.
Fighting together.
Yeah. They're like people aren't fighting together, but in reality it's like
Yeah, I also threw that round.
mechanically you're very good. You have a lot of hesitational issues. But like I can see your growth as this game goes on. Like I can literally see it. Okay, you're taking first contact this time, so it's even better than last time. Right, you need to be calming to your team what you're peeking, so that way they know to hold the other thing. I'm peeking into tower. All good. Okay, I don't mind that. I would just walk across, right? Now peek left. Oh, I like this. Good play.
Fun.
What is that guy doing? The fuck is that? Wait, what is this breach doing? This guy's got to be on some drugs, no?
Yeah, he just sent it.
Like,
No way.
good game. You played well. All right, honestly, when we take a look at what we really want to work on, it's nothing like insane. Map control was a big issue of ours. Ability optimization. Comms was a massive one, something that we kind of struggle with. So the whole idea of map control, strengths of Neon is taking map control early. And then the idea of if they take this, I can take this. Get the map control that you lost by taking the other side of it. Also, strong side, weak side. Talked about that. Weak side, understand it, because once you see it, you'll never unsee it. And you'll kind of have a better idea of what you should be doing in every single situation. And then also work more parts of the map with your team. Also, we'll talk about mental. Don't complain about teammates. Self-reflect first, complain after. I delete tracker.gg. Ability optimizations, find lineups. What is it? Use your utility with the intention of taking map control rather than just I need to hit somebody. Also, don't fall under the bad habit of I have to use this to take this. Don't save our utility for the perfect moment. Comms, update comms are super important. The thing with update comms is like, hey, one, they need to be faster. The second you hear things that your teammates need to know, hey, they're pushing B main. Like how many numbers, B, comm, how many people, right? Comm, how many you hear. A lot of times you'll just say them. Other than that, I mean, I think for the most part, your gameplay is really solid. There's a lot you need to work on in terms of understanding certain maps and how to play specific maps, being more aggressive, what you can control and like testing your limits. But honestly, as a base, bro, your base as a player is actually insane. All right, brother?
Thank you.
I appreciate it. And I hope you have a good night. All right?
You too.
Peace. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below because God, I'd suck someone's dick to get put in the algorithm. YouTube, if you're watching this, just let me know.